Recently there's been nothing but beef and mutton at home. Gina has had her fill of it, so she begged her husband to go to her mother-in-law's place down the mountain and bring back more than 20 chayotes, which were bigger than fists for her. The fresh and sweet big chayotes made Gina eat with such gusto that it was quite a sight. As soon as she got up in the morning, Gina pestered her husband to start a fire and cook. Yesterday they brought back a lot of fresh and sweet chayotes and corn from her mother-in-law's place. Gina was craving them badly. Johnson couldn't resist his wife's coquettishness. He immediately picked out several big and fresh chayotes from the basket and poured mountain spring water over them, getting ready to stew them, but because he put in too many, the lid of the pot couldn't quite close. Johnson had to take one out, but at this moment Gina said to just stuff it in. She was afraid that if one was missing, she wouldn't be able to eat to her heart's content. Johnson had no choice but to stuff it back in, and barely managed to close the lid. While the chayotes were steaming, Johnson didn't sit idle. He put on gloves and prepared to go up the mountain to gather some firewood. There were many tree stumps left behind by others cutting trees on the mountain, which had rolled into the crevices. Johnson carried the stumps from the slope to the top, and then started swinging the axe to chop them vigorously. Nepalese people get their firewood by chopping these stumps on the mountain. Every time Johnson would chop enough for a week's use at home. Before he knew it, it was already noon. Johnson had chopped almost enough. He hurried back home, eager to enjoy the delicious chayotes. When he reached the door, he saw his son crawling around on the ground. Now little Johnson had not only learned to crawl, but had also become fascinated with Gina's smartphone. At this moment, a waft of the fragrant aroma of chayotes came from the pot. Johnson, who had been busy all morning, couldn't wait to open the lid. The steamed chayotes were all golden and translucent. On the side, Gina, after seeing this, immediately put her son aside. Without caring that they were hot, she quickly took the pot down. Then she took out 2 plates and started to divide them up, giving 2 to each person to enjoy first. The steamed chayotes were very easy to peel. Johnson was eating them in big bites, while blowing on them to cool them down. The sweet and soft texture made the couple eat in a ravenous manner, especially Gina. In no time at all, she had finished the biggest one and started on the second one. Little Johnson on the side was also eating very happily. His mouth was stuffed full, and then he held out his empty bowl to his mother, asking for more. It seemed that he really liked eating the boiled chayotes. He even started biting directly with his mouth. The family of 3 had a hearty meal. After the meal, Gina was tidying up while little Johnson started crawling around on the ground again. And so an ordinary day passed like this.